Hello there. Alright, here we are again. The CPU is it's in the red right now. So doing 720. Oh yeah, there's a chat portion on here. I have to go find that. Hopefully it doesn't blow my machine up. Yeah, it's going at 96 now, so. Okay, we're gonna go ahead with this anyway and see how it goes. Chat room is open. I'm not going to focus too much on the chat right now. Okay, here we go. This is basically our real show we're doing. I'm just going to go ahead and just go for it. I'm not sure if the chat is here. Alright, greetings everyone. No sound. Oh, wait. Sound should be working. Well, it's working on my side. My computer might blow up after this, but at least I got sound. Well, according to this, I have sound. It should be working. So I guess we're kind of still in test mode, basically. Alright, well, according to this, we're good. So it's going to give me an indication if my computer is about to explode. So right now, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, this is the other magazine cover that I already went through this in the last video, but we'll go through it again. At least get an indication where I'm going with all this. Not exactly going the direction I was. Well, it's a blueprint of it, you can say. No sound? I don't know where you're getting no sound from, because it seems to be recording. For me, it's recording. Yeah, it's Martha Stewart and Reptilians watching Martha Stewart. So, according to everything, it should be working. But I don't want to go too much into this if you can't hear me. So we're probably just going to do another test. Alright, this is at 720. And my CPU is at 90% right now. So I don't want to go into anything if you can't hear me, so we'll just do a quick. Basically this is test before the test. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, good. Okay, alright, I'll continue then. Alright, greetings. Okay, that's very hopeful. I don't know. Well, if you can't hear me, I'm not sure what's going on there, but so okay, this is the new setup. Basically, I can do all kinds of stuff with this. Oh, you muted it, great. I was like, that's all good. So basically, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. I can add a text at the bottom, or not to say I'm going to do that. So all right, we'll just get started. I'm not sure with what. I wasn't sure where this is going to go, but this is how I'm going to start doing these more often. Hopefully the picture is somewhat decent than the other one. Yeah, the computer's around explosion rate right now. It's all red, but according to YouTube, YouTube says, yeah, it's kind of starting to complain, but that's okay. Stream went to good, but now it's at okay. Now if I will go to an image, it goes back to good, or maybe not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, alright, so we're gonna see how this goes. Just trying stuff out. I'm gonna look at the chat room a little bit later. But right now, when you go into some kind of subject, I'm just glad this thing works, at least in some degree. So yeah, this is pretty much how we're going to start. Not the webinars, but during the week. It's back to good. That's good. Good. My computer's on fire right now. So basically, instead of using Hangouts, the quality is not too bad. Not to say this is great, but do more live shows, more Q&A type of things, through the chat. And as for announcing these, it's just going to be whenever I can get this thing to work. When I'm doing questions on the side, things of that sort. So we'll just play it by ear, basically. I think I can also add. So basically, this is like still a test run. Hopefully decent. Hopefully this is halfway decent. Yeah, I can go to the desktop. I can add videos if I want. I think like oh no, it's other. No, I can't do that. Yeah, I can do videos on here also. You can do quite a few things here. So I was going to put my Spirit Social. So anyway, yeah, I didn't really come prepared for this. I was just glad it worked. I imagine you can do websites here, but new screen, add new shot. Still testing. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay. Yeah, I think everything's still running okay. Okay. All right, this is at 7:20, and yeah. So sorry for all the. All right. Okay. Well, back to the cartoons. Yeah, this is reptilians watching Martha Stewart. Apparently in Astral, Martha Stewart's pretty big, pretty popular. Alright, now I got all this technical stuff out of the way, for the most part. I'll start posting these on Facebook and things of that sort. I can give you a preview of what I'm working on as for a cartoon. I know you can probably add websites to this thing, but anyway. So I can do screenshots of site. I'll work around that. It's not a big deal. I can give you an idea I'm going through right now to look for it. I can give you a inside. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, it's loading right now. So yeah, here's the. Okay, here we go. The audio on it. Okay. Yeah, this is like a more simplistic version of it. Now the alien doesn't look. It looks like a zombie, so I'm gonna have that fixed. But at least I'm not gonna be posting this anywhere yet, just here. But this is basically a kid. I've mentioned like it's going to be I forget the name of the cartoon, but it's basically this is I might do one of these once a week. Basically, when the parents show up, the kids run around like aliens. It'll be felines. There'll be different aliens or angels for that matter. And when the parents show up, they turn back to human. And also be so. This is basically the kids seeing who he truly is. So he's trying to figure everything out. You know how kids are trying to figure stuff out when they're kids, but yeah, because they come from another world, they don't have this stuff here. So it's like a lighthearted, it's very lighthearted. It's not a little bit rough. I have another cartoon that I'm revealing Friday. I'm not gonna give any spoilers to that one. That's gonna be, that's a prize. I'm not gonna give anything away. I'll just say it has something to do with Facebook. That's it. So, as for all right, the topic of today. I know this is kind of over the place because we got all systems go here, so we're trying to. So we're just on charted waters right now. All right, today's subject. I don't really have one. Let's see here. Let's see if there's anything from Spirit. Actually, we're connecting to me, of course. And then, of course, I forgot because I was setting all this stuff up. So, I don't have it in front of me. Yeah, I did. That's right. I did. All right, I'm gonna have to dance around a little bit here because I came in prepared. We'll just do it. We'll just do it Friday. I might just have to do screenshot shots of everything. I just do that because I know you can go to the. I don't think you can go to the web. It doesn't look like it. Go to sources. No, because it has to be new remote desktop presenter. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't know what some of this stuff is. Well, I'll find out. IP address. Oh, okay. We're not going into any of that. Okay. All right. Enough of that. No more tech stuff. So anyway, this is cool. It should be a little bit blurry, probably, maybe a little bit, but It's decent for right now. I might try a higher degree on Fridays, see if we really start. Well, I think this is half decent. I don't have anything I really need to show, so I don't really need a high quality, really, of anything. So, and the fan here in the background. Oh, I have to have a fan. Just the way it is, just a normal background noise. Just well, they'll have editors of the future that can take out the fan noise, but for right now, I did have a connection but I don't remember what it was. Of course, I guess I'll go into some of the news a little bit. It's not really that important. About the FBI situation. Obviously, there's a lot more to that. Okay, I'm starting to slowly trickle in what today's topic is. So I kind of went here with blinders on, seeing I wasn't sure where this is all going to go. Yeah, the FBI got kicked out, but that's not a big deal. The head of the FBI, basically, from what I'm gathering, is that those in the high ups just kind of screwing around half the time anyway. I think most of them are amazed they even got the position at all. It's like, who's stupid enough to hire me? That's what I get, at least from the guy that's there. They don't realize I'm a screw off. At least that's the guy that got fired, and anybody else that's in that position. Some take it very seriously. I think the last FBI director, or one of them, looks super reptilian. This one looks more, at least laid back, and he's kind of like in this position. He's not in a really good. Anyway, I don't think anybody really cares about that. But I figure I'd mention it as in the news. Yeah, there was a mention about now normal topics about the economy and war that I heard from somebody somewhere. I don't see any war. I see quite the opposite. Like North Korea. I mean, that's pretty calm right now. I believe that's still going to go into more of a, less negative situation from what I'm gathering. That's my feeling on it. And the economy, it's not going to be perfect. I do feel like invisible money keeps being putting into the system. Like numbers can be tampered with. It happens a lot. So I'm feeling a lot of that going on. I feel that's going to be the norm. One thing though, weather isn't going to be exactly the best. We come to this world, to experience this world, and weather is going to be kind of harsh in certain areas. I want to see hurricanes, but cold weather, hot weather. Obviously, up north, certain areas were actually a lot warmer than normal. So actually, that's not bad. But in certain areas, like here we have like a cold spurt. But so weather is going to be, out of every. But as for it be, all that big of a deal in some cases, yes. Actually, I don't see any hurricanes possible. I mean, obviously there's going to be hurricanes, but nothing that. Of course, it's hard to say right now. I don't think the decision has been made on that yet, from what I'm gathering. So anyway. Okay. All right. Now we're opening up the spirit. This is interesting. We're going about it all. I'll go to the chat room eventually, but right now I'm going to focus on something, on the universe, basically. And what I got right now is how you choose your spirit guide. There's different ways. Some of you do have other aspects of you that are spirit guides. I think some disconnect from that because they want to have the Wild West. You want to experience something, especially when you have guides that don't. I know we're going back to the spirit guide thing, right? But it is kind of interesting. I'm not going to go into the drama situation that I've talked about in the past. But you never know. Well, not that kind, but there's others. Only because it's a learning experience. But as for guides, it does seem like it's a pretty good topic. And that's just that there's more. Let's see here. Well, let's say like, for example, if you're an insectoid, you're going to have an insectoid guide. They might show up as humanoid. They might hide a lot of that when you're human, when you start connecting to them. Now, most people don't connect to your guides. They just don't. So most likely they're not going to see that type of thing. But obviously you need a guide that's connected to this world. You just can't come out of the say, hey, I'll just grab anybody. You can't really do that. You do have to have a guide. From what I'm feeling, it has to have experience here, even if you don't. So if you don't have experience on this world, maybe as an alien, maybe as an angel, which is good. I believe elementals is usually, I imagine all those are good. Spirit guide, angel, elemental. As long as you have some kind of connection here. I'm not sure if you can be grass and then come here as a human. I think that'd be kind of strange, but you never know. I don't think that's very popular. But there's a consciousness of grass. Everything has consciousness. So, but, oh yeah, this is it. I know there's a topic I wanted to go into, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Friday, this will be more organized. Maybe. Or this thing will be on fire. My computer. So far, it seems like we're doing good. Anyway. Animals. I know I went to spirit guides for a second. We're going to go back to that. Animals, before I forget. From what I've felt from animals, they do have the they can't incarnate as human, especially if we've already had incarnation here as an animal of some kind. As for nature, like if you're a tree, there's a consciousness of a tree. I'm not sure how that works exactly. It does seem like you have to have you have to. It's probably good. Yeah, being a tree is great and everything, but it's probably good to be, an elemental or something a little bit more humanoid-like to some degree. But of course, the animal isn't humanoid-like at all. But they do interact with us, and so they do have the choice. That I believe that souls that are created all the time are created as animals in the beginning and as humans. There's all kinds of stuff. As a tree, I imagine there's a tree collective that's being created constantly. Different types that we haven't seen, obviously, because we're just a little speck in the universe, as you can tell. So what do we know? But yeah, world has its. The reason I bring up the animals, because when I connect to animals, you feel like they do have the choice, and many of them connect to animals because they stay an animal. Because at least as us, it's too damn complicated, as you can tell. It's like I'd rather just, and they know what they're getting into, such as when they come in here and nobody's there to care for them, they end up they live a short life, but they know that when they come in, hey, at least we're experiencing this. Everybody wants to get in on this place. Apparently, this is the mecca of ascension. I know it's hard to see that right now. But it is. Well, I picked up on this before. Aliens advanced beings are sometimes the biggest pains to deal with. So that's what we're going through right now. As for people connecting to aliens and everything and angel spirit guides, it takes time. I imagine many will go through awakening of their own. There's no rush for it, but yeah. But one thing that is true with the angels in the spirit world, they're getting kind of, maybe they've been tired for a while, but a lot of us putting ourselves in situations that are not exactly the most positive, and we can avoid a lot of our problems basically, and they see that and we don't listen. And we don't hear our guides, but if you want to hear them, you will eventually. There are different ways of them connecting. A lot of it, I'm warning this, as everybody else, letting go of the negativity. That's easier said than done, especially doing technology or family or people in poverty. You run into the street, you want to help people, but it's like I'm trying to stay off the street myself. So it's all that kind of. Ridiculous here. But it's so easy to connect to the negative, connect to the positive. It should be just as addictive. But we're all different. And I'm still learning that. We're all learning that. So, but as for choosing your spirit guide, though, it does seem like I believe it's usually somebody you know in another lifetime, obviously. Another world, wherever it is. But to come into this world, you have to have some kind of relationship with somebody here. And yeah, you have other aspects here. Most likely you have one aspect at least incarnated here. So they become your guide. Sometimes I believe that's actually quicker in some cases, because you're most likely to listen to them. Of course, you don't know that's your other you. So there's different. Of course, sometimes when you have your other self, they want to see you go through a lot of crap just to see what happens. Not to say they'd have a vendetta against you. You know, just to see what happens. You know, they don't have this on other realities. You know what I mean? So there's different types of ways of connecting to your guides. I mean, to pick your guide. A lot of your, parent, family. They've had other incarnations. There's different types of sisters, friends, things of that sort. But how do you pick them? I believe there's a council, obviously, on the other side. There's several of them. And you go through different counselings before you connect to this world. Now, when I connect to that, I feel a lot of excitement coming into this world. Of course, when they get here, it's another story. It's like, okay, here we go. It's like, start crying. Anyway, in some ways, it does feel like that, doesn't it? So, and disconnecting from that's another story, And now, now you're disconnected from spirit to some degree. If you are not, you will be, because of our culture. But that idea is to some of us that have a little bit too much from memory, and that drives them crazy, especially their alien incarnations. But that's part of, you ask for that to be open. So especially your fourth density. So it's all different. And money here. Oh, that's right. Johnny Depp had his little. I don't know if you saw that. Johnny Depp and his situation out there, because he had. If you talk about winning the lottery, Johnny Depp pretty much won the lottery, and now he's losing. Well, I don't think he's on the street, but he's not doing too well financially. That was all. I'm not looking for this stuff, so it pops up. So that's why a lot of us are poor. We have our reasons for it. It just keeps us grounded. It just, you have the important things that matter most, and you don't really. And there's a lot of homeless people around here. So from the homeless are going through their own ordeals, and having a job kind of, a lot of them have personal problems with friends and lovers or whatever it is, and having a job isn't exactly they'll get in the way. Of course, being in poverty, they bring some. At least I saw one that brought a lot more problems than they had to themselves. Anyway, yeah, one was screaming today. That was nice. It could have been an assortment of things. I think she was hoping for somebody to pick her up, basically. So anyway, bring her problems with her, of course. So anyway. But as for picking your spirit guide, there's different types of relationships with that. Some guides are, from what I'm gathering, the Atlanteans aren't really good at being guides, from what I'm gathering. There's probably other beings like that, but the Atlanteans are, there's a lot of stuff there that I think they're, as a spirit guide, some are, most aren't. It seems like there's a reason behind that. They're not going into details on that, but it does seem like the Atlanteans, they have their reasons. I don't know, I feel like a block when I connect to that. Well, Mirians are guides right now, but Atlanteans, some are. It depends on. Atlantis was around for a long time. We're just a speck. So, let's see here. Basically, I'm getting from a guide, it's whoever you're most comfortable with. Some of them get a little bit too relaxed and kind of they forget that you're there. They do connect to you, but they seem to disconnect from you, meaning they can't relate to you anymore. On the other side, they can relate to you, but now you're in human form, and you're not exactly always listening to them, but you have your own ways, which is fine. They don't know you anymore to some degree. They still know you, but they don't really, you can say, agree with everything that you're doing. So some do get disconnected. As they say, you can fire them, or just, I wouldn't recommend that unless you're like in a situation that it's time to, boot them out. But it is it's up to you. It's all up to you. It's your world. Let's see here. I'm not sure I want to do the chat room right now. I'm running on Steam, it seems, right now. Alright, let's see. Basically, I'm just connecting. I do feel Fidel Castro. He's getting better. He will be an Archangel. It's going to be some time for that, though. I believe he wants to be an Archangel. He's been through enough negativity. He's still connected to this world. He has not fully let go. He's trying to, but he's having difficulties. Many loved ones are still here, as you can see. I believe he has a son here. So he's working. I believe his son is still here. So he's working through his son, so he doesn't want to. He's not ready to let go. Let's see here. Alright, we just basically open into whatever comes through. Hillary Clinton at this time, so you can say this is galactic news or spiritual news. Hillary Clinton has a lot of regrets in her life. She's going through, she's trying to find herself, basically. She's still heartbroken because of the presidential election. Yeah, she doesn't like Trump very much. But also, let's see, trusting Bill. Doesn't seem to be going too good. I don't know why they're telling me that. She's going through a transformation in some regard, becoming another person, basically. More humble, less. Yeah. I don't think she's gonna. Somebody asked this question. I forgot about it. About her political. I think she'll put in her 2 cents. I believe she'll have. She's not going to leave politics. It's pretty much who she is. I think she'll always put in her 2 cents, but I don't think she's not going to run again. She'll support who she can. I don't think her health is the best right now. If she outlives Bill, I'd be really surprised. She's not doing so hot. I don't think she's going to go anytime soon, but she's not exactly in the best situation either. Message about France. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yes, it's part of the elite system. It is kind of backwards, but the United States is also. It does seem like what's his name that won the presidency. He made some deal. Might give him. He just made a deal, and mostly an astral deal. He's not fully aware of it. Well, in some ways he is, probably. He didn't sell out, but he's part of a new agenda of France. I believe they are going to try and clean it up, and I believe he will be mostly successful with it. It's going to get... As for the ISIS situation there, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to die down to... It's terrible there. I think they're going to get better control over it now. I think they've learned a lot of new things about what's going on, so that's my feeling on it. It's going to get better, but it's going to take some time for it to get better. As for Syria... it does seem like there's a lot of... I'm going to go to the shadow government type of stuff. What's going on with that? Because, the reason I'm going into that is, when is this all going to be over with? I mean, it's freaking... I mean, most people here, at least in the States, don't even care. I don't even know about it, probably. But, yeah, there's a civil war going on there. And it just... Well, the president there, whatever he is. He's not letting down. He's protected by shadow elites. It does seem like there's gold there or something. There's a lot of vortexes there. There's just a lot of darkness there, as you can tell. It does seem like they're covering up darkness too. There's some things there that they don't want people to see. They're not going to. I'm not seeing full details of this, but there is knowledge there that's not being seen at this time. Now going into full. Give me a full picture of it. It is alien, but it's also the Cabal. It does take. They do take traders there. They do drop people off there. Let's see here. I'm kind of going around the world, you could say, without reading a newspaper. Yeah, I'm seeing like. Yeah, Hillary's. I don't know why they're telling me this. Like Hillary's trust for Bill isn't exactly the best right now. She does not trust him for some reason. Well, obviously because of his infidelities. Maybe that's what it is. But she does not trust him for shit. They're married, but that's just mostly for show. She used him for political means. She would have dropped him a long time ago. But they seem to get along. They could put up with each other's crap, basically. As for them liking each other, they could put up with each other. They've been around each other this long. Might as well keep it going. You know, where else are they gonna go? And they do have lovers. At least they did. As for they do now, it's possible. In the past, yes. Now they're like, no, you never know. It's possible. I'm not getting full. I don't want to know. I don't know why they're telling me this as it is. Anyway, I guess some inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, this is Tabloid 101. Yeah, this is one way to start the live stream. We just any other tabloid stuff we can dive into. Of course, a lot of that stuff ends up being true, but anyway, you never really get the full detail on that. Yeah, where we're at, we're going to Anunnaki. I've felt a lot of positive Anunnaki. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Well, yeah, I had a dream last night. Well, no, I didn't have a dream. I know I had. What happened? I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, when you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's like, okay, let's start the day. It was one of those. And I felt. I mean, I must have been like alien theater here. There was a lot of stuff here. And you know, I'm doing this. I kind of dreamed I actually did have a dream. I was doing live streaming in astral, probably preparing for this. And I must have pissed somebody off or something. So whatever. So I think that's why I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Somebody wasn't too pleased with what I'm about to do or what I'm doing right now. So anyway. Yeah, that's another reason I'm kind of out of it. So when you wake up or you can't sleep, I don't know if I mentioned this either, but a couple weeks ago, I couldn't sleep at all. I was trying to go to bed. I couldn't sleep, and all of a sudden I see this cat. My cats are here. And I see this other cat walking around my room. You know, it's a white cat, so I can see him at night. It's like, okay, what are you doing here? So, yeah, because the cats have a cat hole they can come through. So I had to find a way to get him out of here. So he hasn't been back since. But it was a cute little guy. But so anyway, I was wondering why am I awake? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm still awake, and then I see a cat walking in the room. So an actual cat, not an alien cat. So anyway, I figured. So there's always a reason for everything. Your intuition is usually, for the most part, is right if someone's thinking about you and your mind comes to it and somebody starts contacting you. That's all right. That will get sharper over time. The more you allow this to happen, allow yourself to calm down negativities from what it seems. There's more to it than that. Meditation's good, but just working with the world instead of forcing it to do your bidding. It is good to have manifest what you want, but some do manifest it with rage to some degree, it seems, or they have their back end deals on that. Everybody manifests differently. It does take time, but also feels like working with the world also. Working with everything does work also. some do say I didn't get what I wanted or this, and I get pissed. It didn't happen the day they wanted it to happen. You just gotta go with it. I know it's tough. It's hard manifesting. I think we're always manifesting no matter what. Even if you don't think you're manifesting, you're manifesting. You know, you're manifesting a car, whatever it is, you're manifesting. You're just not aware of it. And we're still learning how to manifest. And there's different ways of doing it. I'm not saying I'm the answer to all of that, but basically from what I'm gathered, know what you want, but go with the flow. I've had projects I've been trying, website stuff. I haven't really been manifesting that. I'm looking for something, but I don't know what. So I have a video site that's still running. I haven't done anything with it for a while, but it's getting some attention. Not much, but I keep it around because very few are going to it, but that seems to be decent. But just gotta. It's a hard one. Manifesting, you just gotta know what you want, attract what you want, but also go with the flow. And just, at least my experience, just like channeling, I wasn't manifesting this. Not that I know of. I mean, when I first heard about it and started exploring it, then it's like, maybe there's something I can do, or then it became a manifestation. You can say I was manifest, but I already knew how to do it. Apparently, well, I didn't know that, but apparently that talent already lived with me. So when I started to dabble with it, I was manifesting it. You can say, but it wasn't really like sitting down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna channel. I'm gonna do this. Not really. I thought about it one day. Well, I've been thinking about it for a while. So maybe that's the way to go about this, because I've been connecting, through just conscious channeling, which is fine. But also, there's more to it than that. Because conscious channeling, now I can do both now. But before, I was doing conscious channeling, connecting to aliens, and not sure what I was getting. It's like, I don't know. But of course, when you trans channel, you don't know what you're getting either. It's like, so, just gotta have to, both of them works, whatever works the best. If you want to go into channeling, conscious channeling is probably through automatic writing or whatever it might be, or drawings. Just clear your mind and just draw. You don't have to be a great artist. Just for you, and people enjoy it. They're not looking for artistic. They're just whatever you come up with. If it has if it's a channeled message, they're all for it. Doesn't matter what it looks like. So it's all different forms, and finding what works for you is another story. Oh, I guess I have a timer here. I know how long I've been going. I have no idea how long I've been going so far. So, we're probably gonna wrap it up. I'm kind of tired out. Setting this thing up and dealing with just technical stuff at work. It's like, I'm worn out. So, long day. Let's see here. Archangel Michael. Understand Friday is going to be a little bit more organized, but this isn't too bad. This is kind of all over the place, but that's all right. Archangel Michael says, let's see here. Be good to yourself. Many are injuring themselves with thoughts, words, sometimes thoughts, sometimes vocal words to themselves, to beat themselves up. Be kinder to yourself. Be kind to yourself and everything around you. Kindness will help you elevate your energy, connect you to all things. Some are already connected to it and connect to their kindness. How are they kind? This will bring into your energy field of how to be a kind person without rage. Because the more peaceful you are, you've heard this already, the better your channeling will be. Some are already peaceful but don't realize they're still in hidden anger from other lifetimes that are blocking their connections. Some have an idea, some aren't ready to reveal it yet because you still have lessons to learn. There's so much among each of you. It is like each of you is a movie, an ongoing movie that goes on and on and on. Entertaining in so many different ways, but you have so many different lifetimes that you're all your own show, basically. You already know this. But it goes much more deeper than you would ever imagine. How would people here realize that there's just multiple lifetimes, but not just that there's beings around you right now watching you at this time, not criticizing you, learning from you? How would you feel? How would they feel? Aliens from the other dimensions. And they don't care if you do something that is, understand, you leave the doors open for them to see what you're doing. Privacy. Understand they're alien, they don't care. If you scratch your ass or whatever it is, they don't care. They find that intriguing. Whatever you do, it's all intriguing. And it wouldn't be intriguing to you also. It might not be exactly something you want to see at times. But for them, it's very intriguing what you're doing. Everything. Sports. Imagine an insectoid watching sports. They don't have sports. Not like here. So it's very intriguing. Just to give you an idea. Yes, you might have, and many incarnate as humans just to watch sports. Because they don't have that. Just to wear all the garments and all that. And a lot of those are insectoids that are now human. This is Archangel Michael, if you're wondering. So perspective. And each of you are going to learn more about how many layers you have over time. Yes, there are many psychics here, but they connect to spirit, yes, but only a small portion of it. Some connect to different layers. There is so much out there. Many of you are opening up the door and just allowing it all to come through, which is excellent. Helps you evolve. Don't care about anything. Just allow everything to come to you. Instead of just picking out certain things, you just want it all. And that helps you evolve. Not to say you're better than everyone. You might be more adventurous, but the more adventurous, there's so many intriguing things that this world, bringing this other knowledge into this world, makes this world more fascinating. Doesn't astral make this world more fascinating? Yes, many of you are watching television, but realize your life is exciting. Maybe not in this incarnation because of the manipulations, but your astral connections and your other aspects are a lot more freer than you, and you can bring that knowledge into this life, and then bring it in and then charge this life back up. It is, yes, there's limitations here, but you're unlimiting all. You're turning all that off, basically. Many humans are closed down, to call this all crazy, are limiting themselves. They instantly call it, yes, bullshit, whatever it is. They put themselves back into the crib, basically, and limit themselves. And they do it harshly also. They are not ready to come out, as you can see. But many of you are blossoming out and want to see more, and many want to go to other worlds, but realize many from other worlds want to come here. So they might want to, yes, there's a lot of difficulties here. It is to soften those difficulties. Financial is very difficult, but there are ways of softening those difficulties. But you have to do it on your own way. Everyone's different here. But you are bringing the universe to yourself. You're opening yourself. You're unzipping yourself. But that is what these fictional stories, that is why you're artists. You're all creators. Every one of you. If you're maybe not the artist that you would like to be, as for drawing, you can find someone that can draw and work with them. Everybody has. You're all here for a reason. Because you might be downloading this information while others have trouble. But yet, when you connect with another artist, you're opening them up. Even if they're not ready to open up, eventually you might. It's like, remember that artwork I did? Is that all real? I thought it was all fantasy. That is very, very bizarre. You understand? There's so much to you that you're unraveling. More, yes, comes every day. Little bits, it all depends on what you are allowing yourself to download. Yes, this year is going to be electrifying. That's all we can say. Every day should be electrifying, actually. But you will see yourself as a stronger being. The more positive you are, the more confident you are, the less worry, the more enjoyment. Take away those limitations and just be yourself. There's many here that are, you can say that many are disconnecting to all of this. They are putting a lid on their head. They don't wish to connect to their guides. They wish to just, which is fine. They want to be part of this 3D existence. But many are begging to release and get out of it. And that's what you are here for. To reach out to those that are ready to leave. But also to bring in less stress. Yes, there is going to be stress, but the more you connect to its spirit, you can manage it much easier. And there is no stress anymore. It takes time. Many of you still want to experience parts of stress. You know who you are. Once you have that rush of busyness, which is okay. We're not here to judge you at all. But you can still connect to spirit and be heavily tested. But because you're only asking for these tests, we are not serving them just because we feel like it. You're asking to be fed all this. It's on odd how you look at it also. Many play victim because they're not fully. Many are feeling playing victim because that's the choice they chose to experience. They can reverse that. Many do not, which makes a very hard life. But you can reverse your situation. Yes, finances is a little bit different there, but you can reverse your situation to make it more positive or more negative. But many are already doing the negative. Why not the positive every once in a while? Or why not make positive more enriching? And it can happen. And it will. You're warning your ways. And as you feel more connected, your telekinesis, your telepathy will come. You don't even always have to exercise it. Just be you. But we do realize that many do have tests. And you do get disconnected at times. But it is because your soul is needs more to learn. Not to say it's connecting to spirit removes all the tests, not at all. You're just managing it differently. That's all. You're looking at it differently. It's like you're looking at it through a different set of eyeglasses. Something along those lines. And also you get tuned in more to your emotions, so your emotions are not controlling you any longer. And the mindset here of if you're too old, you cannot work, or if you're too young, you can't go on all these vacations, and just for example, on and on and on, you remove all the programming from this world. And you can ask for that. Can I have the programming from this world removed? I'm going to leave you with that, because you can do this. anytime yes, there's toning that you can use to bring more positivity, but also when you become negative, can you remove this negative programming, please? Ask your angels, guides. I do not need this anymore. It's not serving me. Has anyone ever thought about that? Probably. That is our message to you. Blessings. I am Michael. Much love. Greetings. Well, that was Michael, if anyone was wondering. Alright, blessings all. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I think it's all going well. It's not enough. So it's nothing but thrills and chills for these broadcasts. So, alright, take care, everyone, and see you tomorrow night.